Day kickoff brought to you by Pepsi rolls on here from Birmingham, and Marshall Falk, the first-year head coach from Southern University, in the hot seat right now. Coach Falk, we appreciate you being here. Look.
Marshall. I knew you were going to go there.
There is so much excitement. There's been so much anticipation since you were named the head coach back in December. I just want to know what the months have been like since then. What has this all been like? Because there's a lot to take in.
I'm gonna say it's been challenging, but at the same time, that's what it's about. You know, when the program has the kind of year that Southern had last year, you hire a new coach. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be some peaks and some valleys, but for the most part, we've found stable ground, and we're headed in the direction that we want to be heading into.
You had unbelievable success, right? From your college career to the NFL, Pro Football Hall of Famer. How do you take just the lessons that you've learned throughout, and then your last season on staff with Coach Prime, and build all of that into your first year as a head coach?
You know, as a player, I always think about, for me, I want to be the coach that I wanted to have. That's what I want to do. I want to be that kind of coach to where we're teaching. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna educate the kids and make sure they have what they need in order to become a better person on and off the field. Now, I'm well aware of there's guys who play the game that can't coach the game. And I'm not out to prove anything to anyone. I believe in my skill set. I have great mentors, people that I can lean on and call and ask questions to. I don't know it all. And the best thing that I know is I know what I don't know, and I have mentors to lean on to get the answers from.
Who are some of those mentors, and what have they told you?
Whether it's Mike Bark, Dick Vermeil, Tony Dungy, Coach Prime. Coach Prime really helped me with understanding the landscape of the SWAC, the do's and don'ts, the readiness, going from school to school, the things to anticipate, and it's been really good for me to listen to him and to take advice for him and allow him to mentor me.
So, Coach, before we look ahead, let's look back a little bit. The why. Why Southern University? Why did you decide to take your first head coaching job at Southern University?
You know, impact is everything. When you decide to become a head coach, you're going to impact kids' lives. And when I want to get to in life, there wasn't a better place for it to happen in Louisiana. And it just so happened that it was the second time that we had explored this. I was thankful that we were able to really have it work out this time.
Now, the football IQ, now, Marshall being a running back, but everybody knows he thought more like a quarterback, right? But me, the quarterback in me's got to challenge him. What offensive style are you going to bring? Because you played with some great offenses. Indianapolis, run the ball downhill, then part of the greatest show on turf with the Rams when you were there. What do you see? I know you've got a dynamic running back in Trey Holly, but how do you see this offense taking your personality? What would you like it to look like?
Jay, I'd love to say we're going to be this. We're going to be what we need to be in order to win football games. If we need to put two backs back there and run, we're going to challenge them. If we need to play four wide receivers and throw, we're going to challenge them. We're going to attack their weakness, and we're going to break them through going through their strengths. And that's what we're going to do.
Hey, look at that. He didn't turn into a coach already. He learned how to give me coach speak already. That's all right.
Look, he knows what he's doing in this scene.
I told you I have mentors, man.
All right, and we'll hear from his players right now. Herman Brister, who returns on the defensive side of the ball, and you talk about just what that offense may look like. Well, Cam Jefferson may give us some insight. So Cameron and Herman standing by with Simone.
Fellas, we're about an hour into media day. How's the day going for you guys so far?
It's going well. I made a lot of new connections. I met a lot of new people. Put Southern University on the map.
Okay, networking. How about for you?
It's been going great. I'm grateful to be here. I appreciate Coach Falk for letting me come and represent Southern University along with my teammate Herm. And, we're just ready to put Southern University on the map.
Herman, you are awarded some SWAC first team honors. What do those mean to you?
To be honest, it really doesn't mean anything. I really want to win this year. That's my whole goal. But it'll mean something at the end of the year if I, win the Aeneas Williams Award or become first team All-American and that kind of things. But it'll mean a lot to me if we win every game. So.
Yeah, and Coach was talking about that as well. It's a new era for you guys at Southern, new coach at the helm. What does it mean to have an NFL legend like Coach Falk leading you guys this season?
It means a lot. I haven't talked to Coach Falk about this yet, but I really appreciate him for taking the job. It means a lot to the community, to the city of Baton Rouge. Him coming in, bringing this experience, not only is good for the city and good for us as football players, but he's teaching us how to be better men in life. So we all want to get to where he's at in life. So I really appreciate him for coming in and taking the job.
And especially for you as an offensive player, what is it like having him at the helm?
Once again, we just grateful that Coach Falk is on the bluff. It's a buzz. Everybody can't stop talking about it. And for me, just as an offensive guy, he's been there, done that, NFL Hall of Famer, NFL MVP. So there's nothing you can't tell him about the game of football. And he's just pouring back into us. And he's brought a great coaching staff around him that, they've been in the league, they've coached in the league for years on years. And they just pouring into us as not just football players, but as young men.
What are y'all looking forward to when it comes to that off-season work?
So far, it's been great. They've been pushing us to our limits. They've been bringing us closer together as a team. They've found ways to make sure we overcome adversity while we're running, while we're lifting. So far, it's been great. We about a couple weeks off from fall camp, so we're ready to get things rolling.
The coaches, they put us in difficult positions to see how we respond to adversity because not just in football, but in life, you're going to have ebbs and flows of the game. You're going to have momentum on your side, but then momentum's going to get taken away from you. And it's just about how you overcome those obstacles and, doing what it takes to win, whether it be extra reps and running or, a day you don't want to go in the weight room. You're going to have to get it done and put the work in to be a winner.
Why should fans be excited about this new era on the bluff?
Man, because we're gonna bring a different intensity this year. Coach Falk has us playing with a chip on our shoulder. He has us playing fast. He has us playing physical. He wants us to play with swag. He's letting us be who we are on the field. He wants us to show our personalities on the field, and that's gonna make us better football players on the field and make us better men off the field.
Like Herm said, Coach Falk and the coaching staff, they're letting us be who we are within the system. So as long as we have the discipline of playing the game right, limiting turnovers, limiting penalties, limiting, off the field issues, everything like that, we're going to win. It doesn't matter who we play, we're going to win by any means necessary.
Period. By any means necessary. Y'all are excited. I know we're all excited, Tiffany and Jay.
And I just love how just astute those two young men were, right? Just the gratefulness of having Coach Falk and the impact that he's already making, and then also being well aware of your accolades from the past. So, sometimes not everybody knows or pays attention or watches film on what, their coach used to do. It's a different generation, but those two young men are absolutely dialed in.
You know what I would do if I was them? It's like a library. A library is books everywhere, abundance. But if you don't use it, it's just a building. They got the library right here. Pick his brain, find out all you can find out. But let's get back to some more football.
I want to pick his brain just about the schedule, right?
Yes.
So we've heard from Cameron and Herman, but let's look at that schedule and how he breaks it down.
Let's quiz him too. When's the Bayou Classic?
Stop.
Okay.
Amazing. Really?
So you'll be surprised, coach, come up there. I'm gonna work on the first game, but you at least got to know.
No,
when the
you
Bayou
got to know.
Classic is.
You have to know that.
How many did you attend when you were growing up?
So I worked in the Superdome. I sold popcorn, so I was at every Saints game, and I went to every Bayou Classic when I worked in the Superdome, so I was there.
Looking at that there, when I see it, not Alabama State neutral site game. That could be a tough one. Going to
Birmingham
Houston.
Classic Games going against New
At
Orleans
Jackson
brethren.
State, at Prairie View, at FAMU, and then the Grambling State game. The Bayou's going to be neutral site. You guys got to be some road wars, coach.
We do tough schedule. And we're preparing the guys for this schedule, understanding that the games that we have on the road, that tough stretch, October 10th, 17th, 31st, that's a tough stretch.
It is.
And we have to be ready for it. Nobody cares. That is a tough stretch for us. And just go back to the first game, Coach Robertson, we got the most tenured coach with the newest coach. I got a challenge there, and I know he and his team, they're going to be prepared. And that's going to be a heck of a game there.
I'm sure the Jaguar Nation will get those RVs and take them on the road. And your opening game, your opening debut, right here in the city of Birmingham. Coach Falk, gotta get used to saying that. My friend Marshall, Coach Falk, best of luck to you, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you being here, and the 2026 football SWAC